Hi everybody, Dr. Queston here, the one and only life coach for people with pets. And what I want to talk to you about a little bit today is my 501c3 nonprofit, a charity called Resqranch. The actual name of it is the Resqranch, powered by the Prince of Flame Fund. And this is a picture of Prince of Flame right here, one of our racehorses that we actually rescued. And I just wanted to give everybody a little bit of background on the Resqranch and how it got started and what it is that we're trying to accomplish. So as some of you may know, I've been involved with the horse racing industry for many years, and so I started rescuing racehorses and rehoming racehorses and having the neighbor kids come over and giving them the opportunity to brush the horses and learn about health care and learn about proper care and training of horses. And through all of that, it suddenly dawned on me, I was like, why don't I make this an actual program so that I can expand what I'm doing instead of just doing it in my neighborhood? And so that's what I did, and I started this 501 called the Resqranch. And so since then, not only have I continued to get horses off the track and other animals not involved with horse racing as well, of course. There are lots of homes for different kinds of animals, from reptiles to dogs and cats and what have you. But in addition, what we have done here as far as focusing on the Resqranch is offer educational programs for kids ages 5 and up and adults on all things horses. And the program is called Horses 101. And here's a little flyer about our program, and basically it invites people to come for, it's about a 2-hour session that we hold twice a week, and we spend the first half an hour having a little educational program where we learn about something different every time, grooming, safety on the ground, healthcare as far as feeding, all the things that are important to know if you're going to be around horses or ever want to own a horse yourself someday. And then we go outside and work with the rescue horses that we have as part of the Resqranch, which is a really unique twist because instead of pairing up people and kids that don't know what they're doing with school horses or horses that how they're going to behave and what they're going to do, we actually pair them up with actual rescue animals, and that can be a little bit unpredictable. They don't always do what you want. They have their own baggage that they come with, and so it's very enlightening for kids and adults both to sort of see what that looks like and see, so that if you do rescue an animal, it does sometimes have issues that have to be worked through, or maybe they have issues that can never be worked through. And so in order to keep people safe in an environment like that, what we actually do is something else, which is, I think, very unique to our rescue. As far as I know, it's the only R+ animal rescue in the United States. And what R+ just means is that we have a focus on positive reinforcement. So what that means is that our animals are not prisoners, they are not slaves, they are not servants. There are charges that we're responsible for caring for and making sure that we give them the best life that we possibly can in the most stress-free way possible. And so that means allowing them to have their freedom to whether or not they want to interact with us at all. And so that means when we actually have students come to these horses and want to interact with them, we actually sort of corral the people and let the horses be free and let the horses choose if they want to come and interact or not. And that is the whole principle behind positive reinforcement, which might sound a little odd to those of you who are sort of used to more traditional types of horse handling, but really we know the science, especially from the world of marine mammal training, tells us that by allowing the animal to have a choice in every single kind of interaction that we have, that is truly the best foundation that we can have for a long-lasting trust, friendship, and relationship. It's also it's just the best way to do it because there's no force, there's no fear. The horse has a choice in all of it, and that's a really unique part of the way that we do things at the Resqranch. So not only do we offer programs, free educational programs for children and adults, but also what we're working towards is having a bigger facility, and I wanted to share with you a little bit what that's going to look like. Here's sort of a schematic, and so we got some glare on it, so I apologize for that. Let's see, there's a better way that you can see that we don't have glare. So what we want to have eventually is a small children's museum of pets. pets, because there's no such thing that I know of that it's an actual museum for kids that gets them off on the right start. How to handle your bunny, where you should go to adopt an animal, why you should adopt an animal, not buy, what happens to animals that aren't adopted, all of those sorts of things. So again, illuminating them the problems with rescue animals in the first place so that we can teach kids from a very young age how important this really is. So many people love animals, but they just don't understand what they're getting into when they just go to the pet store and buy an animal. So we want to illuminate that and teach these little kids and adults right from the start why it's so important, and about the pet overpopulation problem, and about all the horses that are shipped to slaughter, and that sort of thing that's very emotional for a lot of people, and what we can do to try to stop that from happening and curb the tide of all these animals that need to be rescued in the first place. So not only are we going to have a children's museum, we're also going to have a veterinary hospital for the animals that are in our care. We're going to have a livestock barn, so that we're not going to be just horses, dogs, cats. It's also going to be cattle and sheep and goats and turkeys and chickens and all those types of animals. Of course, the horses, we're going to continue to do our horses one-on-one educational programs, and we're going to have a lodge where people can come and spend time, and overnight programs, weekend programs, where you can come and have a more intensive experience, again, with the rescued animals that are in our care. We'll, of course, have dogs and cats and boarding kennels and training, and also an aquaponics center where we can house rescued fish, which I do a lot of already, rehome and rescue fish, as well as all these other animals. And then also teach kids about the relationship of people and animals working together and how we can help each other. And so this is the long-term goal, is to have a facility like this that's an educational experience. So it's not, the focus isn't on how many animals that we can save and rescue and rehome. The focus is on educating children and adults, so we have so much less animals to rescue in the first place. And while they're doing it, they're going to learn better ways to take care of themselves, because if we don't take care of ourselves, then we certainly can't take care of the animals. And so we have to also be healthy on the inside and out, so that we can give our very best to the animals. They try to give us their very best every single day. So if this is something that sounds like it makes sense to you, touches your heart, please join us. Please support some of the animals that are already in our care that can never really be rehomed, and that are very expensive for us to house and take care of, and to be able to, for us to be able to continue to offer these free programs for kids and adults, so that we can spread our message and eventually do what we need to do so that we can find our location and begin to expand into this bigger vision. So find out more information about us at my website, which is resqranch.org. That's RESQRANCH.org, resqranch.org. And please commit to $5 a month, $10 a month, $25 a month, whatever it is that you can find in your heart. If this touches you, I promise I'm going to be bringing more and more videos of the program, videos of health and behavior. I've been doing that for years anyway, and this is the first time that I've ever come to my followers and actually asked for any kind of support. So I'm just asking at this time if you would please find it in your heart to donate to us, so that we can continue to take care of the animals that we have, spread the message, and provide these free programs for children and adults. And if you're in the area, or even if you're not in the area, and you would like for us to bring a program like this to your facility, please contact me and let me know. If you're interested in learning how to be an assistant trainer in our program, contact me and we can talk about that as well. So in the meantime, I'm Dr. Q, and the rest is up to you. Thanks so much for tuning in and listening to me talk about the Rescue Ranch today. And if you find it in your heart, please let us be partners together and contribute monthly donations, so that we can continue to do what we're doing. Thanks everybody. Have a great day, and bye-bye.